Hello. I was working on this and I figured I should just go live since this is stuff that a lot of people might be up to lately. Give me one sec. I want to share this link out to folks. But welcome if you're watching. Thanks for following the channel. I probably can't answer too many questions off topic from ClickTracks because I am on a project deadline, so I have to get this finished. But I'm happy to answer any questions about ClickTracks as I'm going, and I'll kind of talk through the process. But all right, sharing this. All right, there we go. Um, so sorry this is a little cluttered. Usually I have my screen full screen with my score on another screen, but today that's not the case. So we're gonna go with this. But this should be okay. We don't need to see too much other than what we're currently working on here. So for this one, like I said, I was working on this and realized, oh, this would be good to stream because I've gotten a pretty good workflow going with it. But I've gone through and there are some tempo changes, and a lot of my tempo changes I'll do up in this tempo envelope area. Just makes it a little bit easier. And then if you are working on like flexible click tracks where you have retards and Acceleranti and all that, you're going to want to turn on, I don't even know if you can see this window actually. Yeah, you can't. Give me one sec. I will let you see. I will let you see this window. Excuse me while I edit things in real time. That should be the right one. Yeah. Okay. There we go. Actually, that looks better anyway, so I like that. But if you're going to be doing click tracks, you'll want to set your, in Reaper at least, you'll want to set your time base for items, envelopes, markers to position, length, rate, especially if you're doing flexible click tracks. And I usually like to go through and do my markers first and then do all the tempo adjustments and stuff after. So this is really helpful to keep them lining up in the right spot. All right, so let's get into it. I was at this bar here. So I went through and just marked out all the tempo markings. Here's an Achel, so we'll get to see what happens and how I do this. So rather than having to add in a new tempo marker, I'll just shift click on the tempo envelope. I've got a shortcut set up that lets me set it to a linear tempo marker. And I know that I'm gonna have to go up to 138. So in the score, where is this? 75. Yeah, we've got this Achel going up to 138 in bar 78, and that's right. I'm also just kind of spot checking this as I go, making sure I don't make any mistakes. So we're gonna go all the way up to 138, and I can just change that here. Pretty nice. So here we go, we're at 138 up until, I trust my markers for the most part, but I do like double checking, that way I don't have to go back and triple check as I'm going through these. So 5-4 bar back to a 4-4, that's all right. Another 5-4 bar with a Molto Rit down to 72. Where were we at though? We were at 72. This is where you kind of have to make a choice. The performers didn't specify anything specific here, which I wouldn't expect them to. Like, how much, exactly, precisely what would you like to rit down to? No one knows that. So I gotta try to do that myself. And usually, something I didn't do here, if I'm gonna be doing Achels or anything, I like to give people kind of a double time, essentially splitting it into eighth notes, but Reaper handles eighths really strangely. Something hopefully we'll fix at some point, but so just while it's, sorry, I should turn this off. There you go. just so you can track how fast it's getting. Dut, 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 dut. It's much easier to track when you have subdivided beats rather than just the quarter notes, because we are not computers. We can't tell when the next thing's coming. So here we go. We're going to do a multo-rit. And what I like to do with multo-rits is keep the last beat in some semblance of time. So just like we did with the other one, we're going to double these to put it in halftime. That's working. This is going to be set to linear. Actually, did Reaper add? No, you can only do linear or square for the tempo shapes. At some point, it'd be nice to have a Bezier, whatever. I don't know when I'd use it, but I just like having the option, damn it. So let's see how this sounds. So right now, the last beat of this is going to stay stable so that people can time out when when 91 happens. Oh, wait, I am not in the right bar. Oopsie poopsie. See, I wasn't using my markers. That's why that's why I messed that up. There we go. The markers are right. So always triple check. So there we go, down to 56. Turn this to 10/8. And the more you can, the more you can rely on keyboard shortcuts or kind of navigating around that way versus using clicks, it'll just save you time. So this is going to go back to 5/4 now instead of 10/8. Yeah, that's looking good. I'm going to move this over here. These are my, I use these for markers just for significant places and stuff. Actually, I should just delete these because I'm going to put in new ones anyway. I'm kind of using a template track to start so I don't have to like find the sample again and stuff. Just makes it easier. All right, get rid of all those. Okay, back to this. Oh, here we are. And usually to make sure that I'm like getting a good, so this is where we're at right here, measure 90. I'll highlight it for you. There we go. I like to sing through it, not at pitch, but just to make sure that it's making sense. So, ba, do, di, do, di, do, di, do, ba. Do. Yeah. So the tricky part here is going to be getting back into 72 and playing eighth notes there. How is anybody going to tell how to do that? So I'm going to give them one more bar of 10/8, essentially. And we'll stop it there. So when I'm doing stuff like this, I like to include it in a spoken track that happens before they start so that everybody hears it. It's like the README. If people don't listen to the, if they ask questions about things, like it's in the pre-talk. But this should work. So let's try this now. Ba ba beep ba beep ba 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 da dee. Okay. Beep ba bee da dee. And it kind of, oh, this is at 56. What's happening? No, back to 72. Sneaky Reaper. Great. 2, 3, 4, and 5, and B da dee da dee. Great. So that'll be something that they'll have to practice with, but it's pretty clear now. Okay, so that is, where's 93? 93 does go back into 4. Good. 95. Let me see if I have any markers. No. So the way to do this usually is to go through, I don't know if you'll see it in the next one because the next one's pretty easy, but go through, first step is to do your tempo marks, or first step is to do your time signatures because those won't move markers. So time signatures first, then I usually mark out where, like do the time signatures and mark tempos using markers in Reaper. And then after that, you can go back and just use all the markers to put in your tempo changes. So that is 66, and it is measure 100. Yes, I nailed it. Next I have 72 here. I try to stay diligent about checking these kind of things, but when it gets late, you're going to miss something. So it's nice to just double, triple check as you're going through. So then this will writ for the last couple measures. And it looks like it doesn't have to be anything too drastic. So we'll pull this down. I have a reference recording as well that I'll use in my like finishing step just to make sure that everything's feeling good. But I'm just getting a skeleton for these right now tonight because I don't have too much time. But I hope you all are doing well. Let me know if you have anything exciting going on and I can live vicariously through you. Not that this isn't exciting. I do enjoy doing this stuff, but it is definitely a low energy activity. So this one, I don't think people need, well, let's be consistent. Yeah. We'll give them half time. So just from the very end there, this is 115. Ba-da, ba-da-dee-da, ba-da, ba-da. Great. Okay, sweet. And at that point, the marimba player can fade out, stop whenever they want. Okay, so that one's done. I'm not going to listen back through these, but there were some interesting parts in here. This is what made me think like, oh, I should stream this because this is actually good stuff to see. But yeah, so I've got a lot of markers here. And actually, I'll finish it up by putting in my my triangle cues. So I have this little, where's my little triangle? There you are, buddy. So I'll put this, here I should extend this out. Usually give 2 bars of prep as a default, unless it's a special case where it's like super fast or something. I'll give a little bit more. But I'll put triangle hits right at the beginning of this. I'll put triangle hits, which I should turn this one down because it's going to be really quiet. Yeah. Put triangle hits at like really important points throughout the whole thing. This one has markers every 15 bars, but I don't think those are the best places to put markers necessarily. So like anywhere there's a double bar is usually a good place. So what I'll do is I'll copy this little thing. Reaper has a cool function where you can jump to any measure if you hit Control J and then type in your measure number. So part of the reason why I like to line up the measure numbers in Reaper, you don't necessarily have to if you're making a click track. It makes it a hell of a lot easier though for things like this where I can jump to this bar and just hit Control V and paste my little triangle thing rather than having to scroll around and find it. So I'm just going to go through and find some key points, mostly where the double bars are. So here's another good one, 46. Jump there and paste. I'm also double checking and making sure that 46 is in fact the place where it goes into 80. And it is. Very good. I'm doing pretty good this time. I'm getting good at this. 56. Great. And that is right where it turns to 96. Something if you're, oh, and I forgot about this. I think I still have the rate. Yeah. I'll change that for now. What I just did was change the time back to just normal so that, oops, come on. Because I want all the triangle hits to be at normal time instead of stretched. That's something I do forget to do when I'm doing this. Alternating between time stretch mode and not that. That's okay. Okay, so I copy this one. Next is 61. Remember those shortcuts, baby. 71. That's a good one there when it hits 138, 75, 76, 77, 78. We'll give them one there. Essentially what I want to do is minimize like the amount of times people have to re-record something. So I like to tell people to record 2 full takes. Is this right? Yes, that's the one that we gave them an extra 10/8 bar. I'll try to get people to record 2 full takes regardless of what happens. Like keep going, just keep trucking, keep going through. Because usually it takes 2 or 3 takes and you get pretty much everything you need, and then you can just go back in and spot check. At least in my experience, just having people come in and do recording projects like this. I give them one at 110. When you do that, you want to give people as many chances to get back on if they're off in the middle. This one we don't have as much of a time constraint, but yeah, if we're short on time, I want people to just be able to go through, record it, don't worry about mistakes, and then work from there. So that's looking pretty good. I think I have enough markers. I think. Sorry, this is super squished on the screen too. I don't need this. What am I doing? There we go. Let's get all that out of the way. We don't need it. I may need some of the tools up there though. That looks so much better. Why didn't anybody tell me? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You're great. So I think I'm all good. Let us save this. Whoa, what is that? Not that. And I'll move on to the next one. And I've got all of... So I don't have to change settings. I'm just going to save this and then save new version of project. Oh, not that. Because now we're doing movement 3. So I'll just save it in my directory there. And let me clean. I'm just going to clean this directory real quick. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, accidental thingy. Okay, so movement 3, I looked this over, and movement 3 looked like it was pretty simple. I don't think there's any meter changes, but I'm going to go through and check anyway. So sorry, this part's going to be a little bit boring, but necessary. Still in 4/4, still in 4/4, still in 4/4, still in 4/4. That says with handles. Ooh, baby. Still in 4/4. Still in 4/4. Still in 4/4. We're still in 4/4. You know, something I should do is actually send the click tracks and stuff to the composers who wrote these. Usually we work on the recording and then I just like keep them, but I feel like this would be nice for people to have because you could actually do more recordings with this. But yeah, this is all 4/4. I didn't even see a tempo alteration. This one is kind of like a perpetual mobile, where it's like constantly going. So this will be an easy one. So I'm just going to delete all this stuff. I'm going to keep the click source up there. Don't need this, and then I'm going to get rid of all the markers. So don't worry, it's a new session. I'm not deleting stuff that I need. Yeah, I could make a template out of this probably, but maybe I should do that. You know what? Yes, thank you. Streaming brings out the best in me. So I'm going to delete this so I don't actually need it. And I'm going to make a template that is, let's see, I usually take about like 1.5 minutes to do my pre-talk thing. So I'll put these here. That's 2 bars a click. And I got to set well, I don't have to set the bar number because it's going to change. But actually, no, I could set it. Whatever. I'm going to save project template. And we'll do what is this? Click track generation. Awesome. Thank you. You just watched a pro move. Xenia, welcome. Thanks for watching. You're going to watch the sausage before it's even made. I'm making the casing right now. It's great. It's the grossest part of the sausage. But I guess this one's a pretty easy one. So first I'm going to set this so that the bar number, oh, that's not good. Okay, thank Pug. So the bar number is, it's Sax Quartet and Marimba. It's a really cool piece. I wish we could listen to it. This, I need 30 minus 32. Great, there we go. So now we're ready, and I'm going to set the starting tempo to 112, and then it just goes. But yeah, Peter Kechley, I assume is how you say his name. Kechley. But yeah, super cool. Working on this for somebody's DMA recital, which should be a really fun project. It's all percussion plus small ensemble. I was trying to think of a way to qualify because we got we have a sax quartet, there's a wind quartet, there's flute and double bass, so it's a lot of mixed ensemble stuff. It's really, really cool. Some of the stuff has not been recorded very often before, so I'm excited about that too. Yep, this is all just 4/4, no tempo alterations. How many measures is it? 110, 111, 12, 13. Oh God, my brain. 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. But how have you been, Xenia? How has reopening gone? Is that a rite of passage for composers? Write your sax quartet. What did I say, 115? So I go to 116 and cut it there. This is my favorite new thing about Reaper that I just found out. The jump to time marker region. So useful. For big sessions, but even for little ones like this. I don't even know if I need any real markers. I'm just going to go through and add my little ding. We can make this one loud again. Yeah, I'm just going to add this at some of the double bars. Some of which I might not be able to see. That one was like kind of cut off. Are there double bars? Oh, I'm not really seeing any. All right, we'll do every 15 bars again, which I wrote a macro for because every audio editor needs a gaming computer for this reason. Oh, damn it. That should have worked. Oh, I was putting a marker. No, I don't want markers. Okay, I got to make a new... Fine, I got to make a new macro. This is going to be macro 8. So what I can do is, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That should be 15. No, that is 16. Bad macro. So I hit it 14 times. And then paste. That's right? 15, yeah. Okay, so then watch this. Done with work. Good night. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. I'm sorry, Xenia. That sucks. I figured schools reopening would be just a nightmare once everybody got there, just with how it seemed like the planning was going, but it still sucks when it happens. I wish my brain didn't anticipate that. Yeah, I'm doing a with so I'm in my data science program right now, and I'm working on a COVID sentiment analysis. Oh, hang on, this is not right. Why? What in the name of Pug happened? Oh, because measure one is the anomaly, right? So it should be every 15 from there. Sorry, one sec. I'll talk more about that project in a second. Uh, there we go. All right, now I'm done with work. No, why? Oh my God. I mean, sorry. Oh my Pug. How am I not counting that right? 15, 30, 44. How does it go 15? Ah, I know why. You got to start it from the end of the measure because that's where it'll paste. So I have to start with a paste. There we go. One more time. Yeah. Am I done with work? Yay, it's divisible by 15. I did it. Okay. Sorry about that. And then I just like to set my start and end points so I know where they are because I will be working on a lot of these. Okay, anyway, COVID sentiment analysis. And I should set this to 112. Okay, come on now. Oh no. Okay. All right. This is what happens. I'm starting to lose my my focus. Need to do that. Not that. There we go. Not even really that important, but really annoying if I forget to do it. And then I need to change something later. Let me make sure these are all still cool. Yep. I don't know why it's doing that weird thing, but it's all at 112. Yeah, I'm not sure why that is. I guess if the marimba's like the solo instrument or something. I think these are, I know some of these are meant to be conductor scores, which was interesting. I mean, that just makes it easier. I don't know. We'll see. We'll look at some other ones. So that's it for the Keckley. Let us move on to something else. I'll try to knock out one more of these tonight. I have 12 of them to do, so if I can get 4 done tonight, 4 done tomorrow, 4 done Saturday, I should be good. Some of them are going to be really difficult. Yeah, some of them I am definitely avoiding. Let's see if we can knock out a movement of the nota. Oh, it's also scanned. I think I did this, so I have only myself to be upset with. The infamous double scan. Gnarliest lick I've had to play on bassoon. There's a really gnarly one in there's a solo bassoon piece called Choo Choo's Suite by Chingye Wu, and it's about her cat. And at the end of one of the pieces, there's this really gnarly like atonal lick that's really fast. Beep bo beep bop beep bop bo beep bop beep bop beep bo beep bop 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 bop. It's like it sounds like I don't know. It's so cool when you get it really quick, but it was so gnarly to learn. Um, that one sticks in my mind, but it was doable. I'm trying to think if there's one that like there's some stuff in the Harbison Quintet. Yeah, actually, I wonder if I have a recording of Choo Choo's Suite or Cho Cho's Suite. Sorry, I was mispronouncing it. I'll see if Chingye has. Oh yeah, she's got it. There we go. This is one of my favorite like solo bassoon pieces to play because it's contemporary sounding. It's very like serious sounding, and like I hate using that term, but like I feel like I'm going somewhere with this. I can make people laugh with this because of the way that it's presented as five movements about someone's cat. But I feel like if I didn't tell people that, they wouldn't know that it's supposed to be like tongue in cheek, you know? And so it's a really cool way to introduce people to like extended techniques and contemporary stuff, like contemporary music that's not that's in like a more atonal character because they're just like, oh, I get it immediately, and that's what I really appreciate about the piece is like it's written in a way where people can get what's going on. Anyway, so yeah, there's some gnarly stuff in there, but it's really fun. It's not me playing, unfortunately. I never recorded it, which I should. It is one of my favorite pieces. Okay, so the Noda. Let's take a look at this, and I'm gonna have to zoom in. Can I do? That's annoying. I'll have to do. I thought there was a way to do two-page viewing on Adobe, but I guess not. So 4/8. Maybe this isn't. Hopefully this isn't as bad. I thought it was going to be a lot of like switching meters. So we got a 2/8 there. I just want to get a good like overview of this. Yeah, no, what's cool about bassoon though, like you can write gnarly things. I think what's difficult is writing really fast harmonic minor in the low register is something that I see people do. It sounds really cool, but it's like it's hard to get clean if you're expecting it to be really clean. Like it's gonna sound gnarly down there. Um, just with like how I don't know. It must just be how the instrument like you're limited by how fast the keys move at that point. You know, I don't know, but it always feels like everything's just a little bit slower down there. But you can get away with writing gnarly stuff for bassoon. We love it. Like I feel like most bassoonists are like just waiting for the moment to play like a saxophone. Like we'll figure it out, you know. But everybody's just like, whatever, just play whole notes. They sound good. Okay, so we got some 2/8 4/8 stuff, but it's not anything um, too rubato, which is nice. The rubatos are hard to plan out. 3/8 4/8. There's a Poco Rit. Oh, that's gonna be tricky. All the tempo information is like embedded down at the in between the marimba and the bass. Hmm. Oh yeah, you're right. When you get up into like above B natural, mm, it gets to be tricky city. If you can avoid writing C sharps in that high register, like that tenor register, then everything's fine. That's the one fingering where you have to start like forking, and it's just really weird to go quickly up in that register. So write it in F or G, you'll be fine. Okay, so some Poco Ritz. This isn't too. Rubato. I thought it was going to be a lot more rubato. But what does poco più mosso mean? What does molto lento mean? I may have to actually listen to the piece and figure this one out. Wait, it says tempo 1. Oh yeah. You can do those. That shouldn't be a problem. If somebody says it is, it's because they haven't tried it. or they're not using their air well enough. Depends on how quick they are. You know, like if they're super fast, that might not work. But body? I had to prove that to my student once. I told him if he was using his air well enough, he'd be able to do that. Like he'd be able to slur from like low B flat up to like super high range stuff. And he was like, "Oh yeah, prove it." And I was like, "Okay, I'm like not lying to you." So I just like went low B flat and popped out a high E. And then he still never practiced. I just thought it was funny. It's like, come on, kid, prove it. Okay. Ugh. Oh, yes, I remember high school. He was a good student. That story's funny to me. I usually don't get like challenged too much in lessons where people are like, I bet you can't do that. So it's nice to be like, I think I can. Okay, this stuff. Okay, it's all kind of. It's all written in tempo. Everybody else is not in tempo though. Okay, that the third movement is a problem for tomorrow, Eric. We'll just do the first movement. So I'm gonna get rid of all of, or no, I have a template for this now. Project templates, click track generation. Yeah, we'll save the project. Okay, where is this one going? I gotta make a new one for the nota. Nice. All right, I'm glad they're playing it though. If they're like, I'm not gonna play it, just do it. Getting up to that E is kind of hard though. I have a special vocal that lets me do really high stuff if I need it. Not everybody has that. Okay, so this is nota. What am I? This is nota 1. Nota. Oh, I should have done this here. So this is another thing for Reaper. The way that it organizes projects is really bad out of the box. So you kind of have to figure out your own path. But I could talk through that if anybody's interested. I'm not gonna spend time on it though. So I'm saving this all to its own directory, and then saving movement 1, movement 2, movement 3. Actually, I don't want it that way. I want it to say movement 1. And then I'll clean up the directory. 1 sec. Ooh, boy, my local disk is getting full. Okay, and we'll just get rid of those. Excellent. Okay, check in the chat. Nathan Davis piece. I do not know that piece. I do not know. Also, I'm glad you asked before writing those leaps. That is very conscientious of you. Not everybody would do that. Oh God, high A flats. Okay, that I wouldn't do. I'd just be like, have somebody else play this. Yeah, I assume you mean like the A flat above the E's we're talking about. Okay, yeah, Rebecca can do that. She can handle all that stuff. I never need to play that high. Never ever. Okay, let's get started on this. I'm yammering a lot. What is that? 138. Can you read that? I can't read it. 138. So this says 4/8, but Reaper doesn't handle that very well. So we're gonna do it in 4/4 at 138. I'm just gonna set that tempo at the beginning. At the very beginning. Come on, there we go. Oh my God. Why won't that delete? Just because it's the first one? That's weird. I didn't know that was a problem. We'll just change that one to 138 and delete that. There we go. That's amazing. I've never tried to play that high. That's a very bassoonist thing. Like, oh yeah, I guess I can. Nobody's ever asked me to, so I never did it. What measure do I need to start at? 91, so I need to subtract 90 from whatever's here. All right, we are in 4, so this 2 bar, yeah, that'll be fine. 2 bars a click. Also, welcome if anybody else is watching. Feel free to ask any questions or anything. If you're here from Facebook, hello. If you're here from just following Reaper tutorials, also hello. Oh, sorry about the, yeah. I have horrible flashbacks when the metronome starts clicking. All of the things that I was never able to play. Okay, so let's follow my nice steps. So first things first, I'm just going to drag this out so I have enough stuff. I want to make sure that this is set just for later. Oh, the ring. I see. The that the little triangle thing. I haven't had my phone sound turned on in like decades. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is go through and do all the time signature changes, because those won't, like, I usually make markers, but those won't move when you do time signature changes for some reason. At least I haven't found a way to yet. So bar 14 is a 2/8, so I'm going to go to bar 14. Turn it to, this is going to be a 2/4 in our case. And then this is another kind of, I want to write a script for this that'll keep things from turning into, right now it like turns every measure after that into a measure of that same length. I would love for it to not do that. All right, so 4/8 at bar 15, yes. So as I'm going through, I'm going to try to catch all of the tempo adjustments along with this. So because this score is laid out strangely, thanks to me who scanned it, I'm going to take a little bit more time. Oh, the Windows noise. Is it this one? Probably that one. Sorry if it freaked you out again. Okay. Yeah, that one. Blast from the past. Or maybe just blast from the present, but not usually on your phone. Okay, bar 20 is looking good. Okay, come on, Adobe. You have to have, there we go. The hand function. Great. That's what I was looking for. Still 4, still 4. Okay, next page. You're not Windows. You're damn Mac. Pew piano. No 2/4s. Yeah, this is just going to take a lot of focus to not miss anything. There we go. Another 2/8. So this is bar 62. Looks like it's the next movement that has a lot of the rubato. I guess I could do... Trying to think of ways to write a script that'll do that for me. Change just the one measure. So often the music that I'm working on needs just that, not change the rest of them. Okay, so that was 62, 63, 64, 65, yeah. This is back in 4. It says subito a tempo. Do we have a writ somewhere? There's a Merendo. Okay, I'm going to write that in, but check it tomorrow. So at 45. Oh, what? There is a writ. There we go. Teehee. Okay, so last... I'll just do this as another 4. It's a 4/8. It looks like this will kind of be dictated just by the marimba. Does anybody else enter? No. So he can do that, but I will give him... Yeah, we'll start slowing down this bar. So make that linear, the linear point. Since this one's a little bit weird, I'm gonna actually keep slowing down. So what's happening here? Starting from 60. B-da-dee. Oh, that's not right. I see. I see what I've done. All right. I made a little mistake. Take a drink. This is the point that I want to move, not the one that I moved. That's not the way I want it to move. This is the way. Boo-hoo. Okay, so let's go down to... the actual number doesn't really matter, but I like going down to even numbers. Just, yeah, there we go. Keep everything round. And 8/8. All right, let's check this real quick. I see something in chat. Ba-dee-da. Ba-dee-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so I'll keep... Actually, I should get this down to... Here we go. I'll do this down to a... essentially like metric modulation. This... Wait, are we in 3/8? What happened here? What is this note? Do you see what I see? Oh, we're 4/8. Great. Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Da dee da dee. Yeah, so that'll be a metric modulation type thing. 72. I like that. Excellent. Okay. Checking chat. Organizing remote project for timer-based piece. Collapsing point, countdown of the timer start, major hit points, and a cutoff. Yeah. if you wanted to reach out to Brian Junod, I think he'd had a really good system for setting that up, um, where it was like he would say, oh, was his? Yeah, it was all time based. So he would go like, if there was, he had it split up into sections, would go, the timer would be counting. He goes section 2, start, kind of thing. But yeah, you just need a clap sync point for everybody to start playing, and then as long as everybody claps at the same time, you can line it up pretty easily from there. Yeah, I think you got it. I'm just reiterating what you already said. So yeah, you know what you're doing. Nice job, Xenia. You don't need any help. You got this. Okay, there we go. So that's working. I love seeing people work on the nice job. You got it all working. I wish I could do more voices. My roommates are like going to bed though, so I should not do voices. Okay, let me see if I can get through this one, and then I'm going to go to bed as well because it is past 1 o'clock. Okay, we're at bar 70. Oh, is that a double bar? Oh, I'm almost done. Okay, 75, 74, 73. Oh, that's not what I wanted. JavaScript debugger. Where the hell did you come from? All right, so this is a 3-8, which we are calling a 3-4, followed by back to 4-8, which is a 4-4. This is another really cool piece. The only recording that we could find was a Keiko Abe recording. We had to like order it from Japan so we could actually hear. So I'm not sure why. I think it's like, so I'll show you what happens. So if I have this in 4-4, then I type 4-8. Or yeah, there's just no way to, like, since it uses math, like you can make that number whatever you want. Which this is actually kind of cool if you wanted to do things in really, really strange meters. It doesn't care. It just does whatever you tell it to do. So because of that, halftime makes no sense. So if I was doing it in 3/8, I couldn't set the eighth note equal to anything. So I'd have to do the math myself and be like, okay, well, I want this to be 138 to the eighth note, but right now it is not. So I'd have to do, what is that, 138 divided by 3? Does it do math there though? It doesn't. That's sad. Yeah, so if you're going off the score, it's just really tough to keep track of it if there's a lot of tempo changes and stuff. So that's all. It's easier to double everything. Not divide by 3. What am I doing wrong? Oh yeah, definitely. This would be the DAW for you. So I wanted 138 to be equal to the quarter note. Oh, just be divided by 2? Why can't I figure this out right now? Yeah, divide by 2. So I'm turning eighth notes into quarter notes. Yes. Okay. So there you go. Yeah, I don't think it would be super hard to fix it, but it's like there's benefits to having that as well. Like to having it set up that way. Does make it tricky to do subdivisions and stuff because you can only do A or B or triplets. So there's more creative ways to do it if you need to add subdivisions and stuff though. But that's for another streaming day. So Xenia, thanks for watching. Oh wait, I'm not done yet. I have to add the end markers. 75, 6, 7, 8, 79. So measure 80 is going to be the end. We'll cut it off. And that should be it now. 74 is the 4, 4, 4, 8, whatever. And then we go to the end. Cool, cool. Marker for the earned. A marker for the beginning. Thank you. Yeah, there will be some more complicated ones coming up, but it's a lot of the same things that I'll just be doing over and over again. But I'm trying to offer, like for the people that are doing this project with me, I want to show them how to do this as well so they can start to also go off and do projects. If 16 people all learned how to do this, we would have a lot more projects like this happening, I think. So yeah, I keep spreading the knowledge and hoping that it's helpful for other people to see. But I appreciate you watching, hanging with me, and keeping me entertained. I guess the one thing I found out about Reaper, which makes sense, but is kind of a bummer for people who are trying to get started, is the 60-day, like it's no longer guiltware. They do shut it down after 60 days. Like you have a 60-day trial and then they're like, okay, now please pay us $60. But I think the $60 is worth it if you're going to be doing stuff like this at all. So yeah, after a couple versions ago, they turned that off. Yeah. Trying to think if there's like a way to do an education discount or something, but I'm not 100% sure. So anyway, all right, let's see what my background is. Which pug is it? Oh, it's you. You're so sweet and cute. Look at your face. You got put the Minecraft on your face. Eat Minecraft. Okay. Now eat Adam. Yeah, nuclear pug. I mean, yeah, the $60 is totally worth it for what you get with Reaper. Eat Slack. Yum, yum, yum. Eat it up. Okay, good. Okay, now eat Ozone. We like Ozone. Okay, now smell Absinthe. Ooh, how's that smell, you little pug? So good. Eat the trash. Eat the trash from my recycling bin. All right, this is going to be the next 4 hours of this stream. It's just me putting icons up to the pug. Smell RX-7. How's it smell? Pretty clean? Yeah, because it cleans up your audio for you. Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's see. Tableau. You want to look at Tableau? Look through Tableau? It's pretty cool. All right. Well, I think that's all the apps I have that I can feed my pug. So, having like the more people are watching this now. It's like, who is this guy? But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you later. Farewell.